Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I'll be fighting a 1,500-point battle between my Dark Angels and Wallace's Chaos Space Marines, Alpha Legion, and the Fallen Champions. So, today we find ourselves following along with the hunt. So, an elite force of Dark Angels deployed to this planet in search of Cypher. Word had come to them that Cypher was on this planet. That's the last place he had been seen, and that he was traveling with other fallen Dark Angels. So they sent in a strong force to go and capture him and bring him back to the Rock for interrogation and redemption for their souls. When they landed on the planet and they started their search, they got a hail on a Vox channel from some Space Wolves. And they decided to investigate the Vox signals. The coding was a little out of date, but they decided to investigate anyway to find out why the Space Wolves were on this planet, thinking maybe they had been duped into working with Cypher. And when they arrived into this city area, out popped the supposed Space Wolves, and it turned out it was a group of Alpha Legion that were tricking the Dark Angels into this trap when they sprung the trap around them. So, that's the story that we're going to be playing today. We're going to be playing the Crusade mission. We have a little slightly altered rules. Instead of Slay the Warlord, what we're going to have is each of my Interrogator Chaplains, which you'll see, are going to be worth 2 points if he kills them. Each of his characters that he has, excluding Cypher, so his Chaos Lord that he has, what is it? Tylus. No, the Chaos Lord, the Stolas. Oh, Stolas. His Chaos Lord Stolas is worth 1 point. His Demon Prince of Nurgle, Mardus, is worth 1 point, and then the champion in his Fallen squad, Tylus, is going to be worth 2 points. And then there's the special rule that they have for Cypher, which is if I manage to capture him, I get D3 additional points, and if he manages to keep him alive until the end of the game, he'll get D3 additional points. And we're going to have whoever can kill the first of those main characters in a challenge, the first one to go down in a challenge gives a point to the other person. So it's just all narratively based around the hunt and us trying to take down the Fallen and bring them back for redemption. So that's the story that we've got going on here. Before we go any further, let's show you the two armies that are going to be fighting out today. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a Ravenwing Strike Force and a Deathwing Redemption Force. Leading off the Ravenwing Strike Force, we have an Interrogator Chaplain on a bike with Melt-A-Bombs. We have a 4-man Black Knight squad and a 3-man Ravenwing Black Knight squad. Then for the Deathwing Redemption Force, we have an Interrogator Chaplain in Terminator armor. We have a 5-man Terminator squad with a Cyclone Missile Launcher. We have a second 5-man Terminator squad with a Cyclone Missile Launcher. And last but not least, we have a 5-man Deathwing Knight squad with a Land Raider Crusader with a Multi-Melta upgrade as a dedicated transport. And then for the Chaos Space Marines, he'll be running an Alpha Legion Insurgency Force and a Fallen Angels detachment. Leading off the Insurgency Force here, we have a Flying Demon Prince of Nurgle, Mastery Level 2. We have an Alpha Legion Chaos Lord with the Viper's Bite and a Power Sword. We have a 5-man squad of Chosen with 2 plasma guns and a Rhino as a dedicated transport. We have a 5-man Chaos Space Marine squad. We have another 5-man Chaos Space Marine squad with a plasma gun. We have a third 5-man Chaos Space Marine squad with a plasma gun. We have a fourth 5-man Chaos Space Marine squad with a plasma gun. We have a 3-man bike squad with a plasma gun. And we have a Hellbrute with a Multi-Melta and a Power Fist. And last but not least, we have the Fallen Champions with a 10-man Fallen squad with a champion with a plasma pistol and power axe. We have 2 plasma guns, 1 power fist, 1 plasma pistol and power sword, 1 power axe, 1 melt-a-gun, and then all led by the man himself, Cypher. All right, so those are the armies that are going to be fighting today. Going over deployment, I've got a 4-man Black Knight squad here with Interrogator Chaplain on a bike. I've got my 3-man squad over here, and that's it. That's on there. Everything else is in reserves, as they have to be. So going over here for deployment for the Alpha Legion here, we've got a Chaos Space Marine squad over here. We've got his chosen inside the Rhino there with his Chaos Lord. We've got his Hellbrood back here. We've got the Fallen Champions with Cypher inside the building over here. We've got another 5-man Chaos Space Marine squad. Another 5-man Chaos Space Marine squad. Another 5-man Chaos Space Marine squad. We've got the Bikers, and we've got the Demon Prince over there. So that is the deployment that we've got going on here. Before we go any further, as of right now, the Dark Angels will be going first, unless Wallace can seize the initiative on a 6. No, rolls a 1, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, so movement phase for the Dark Angels here. Everybody just shot up 12 inches. So that is it for movement phase here, turn 1. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting off the shooting phase, these guys are going to fire into the Fallen Champions over there. So we've got 3 rapid-firing Plasma Talons, hitting on 3s. Whoop, get back here. Hitting on 3s. All right, twin-linked. All right, so all hits. Wounding on 2s. We got 5 wounds. So 5 2-up cover saves, because it's they've got shrouding because of Cypher, and they've got it's Night Fight. And so all of them will have 2-up saves, 2-up cover saves. So why don't we just roll them all, and then we can figure out any lookout stirs that we need to do. So 5 2-ups, 2 go down. All right. All right, and moving on, these guys are going to fire into them. So we've got 4 rapid-firing Plasma Talons plus 1 rapid-firing Bolter. Hitting on 3s, the blacks are hitting on 2s. All right, twin-linked. That's a miss, but not a gets hot. So greens are going to be wounding on 2s. Blacks are wounding on 4s. All right. So we've got 6 wounds. So 6 2-up saves because of the Alpha Legion they have shrouded first turn, and they've got Night Fight saves. So onto that, it's 5-up we said, so it becomes a 2-up cover save. 1 goes down. Okay. All right, so that is it for the shooting phase. Moving on to the assault phase. These guys are going to assault into them over here. So they are going to jink. So we've got 1 plasma gun that is going to be rapid firing, and then we've got 3 bolt gun. Oh, crack grenade. We've got a crack grenade. We've got two plasma shots, and then 4 bolter shots. All of these are going to be hitting on 6s. We got 1 hit from the plasma, wounding on a 2. That is a wound. 2-up jink save because of Night Fight. He's good. And now they need a 9-inch charge to make it in. No, that's pretty sad. All right, so that is it for the Dark Angels turn here on turn 1. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines. He started flying over this way. These guys are all coming and shooting up this way. They stood where they were. These guys are moving up this way. These guys are all kind of moving up this way. They're shooting up this way, and they kind of stood where they were. So that is it for the movement phase here for the Chaos Space Marines. We'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. All right, so Psychic phase. My opponent rolled a 2, leaving me with 2 dice, leaving him with 4 dice. He is going to cast Curse of the Leper onto the Fallen Champions over here, which will give them +1 strength, +1 toughness. So, needing 2 successes, not getting it. So that is it for the Psychic phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, these guys are going to start us out by shooting into them, so they're going to continue jinking. So we've got 4 bolter shots and 1 plasma shot hitting on 3s. Alrighty, so we got 4 bolter shots. Wounding on 5s. We got 2 wounds. 2 2-up jink saves. They're good. Woo! Now these guys here are going to fire into them. They are in rapid fire range. So we've got the greens are going to be the plasma shots. The rest are going to be bolter shots hitting on 3s. All right. The greens are going to be wounding on 2s. The blues are going to be wounding on 5s. All right, so we got 4 wounds there. I'm just going to be taking Jinx saves on all of them. So 4 2-up Jinx saves. Oh, no. Failed 2. Rerolling to a 4-up because of ITC. Oh, makes one of them, so the one guy goes down. Now these guys are going to fire into them. So we've got 2 bolt shots and 1 plasma shot hitting on 3s. All right, twin linked. All right, all hits. Wounding on 5s and 2. So we just got the 1 wound. 1 2-up Jinx save. That's cocked. He's good. Woo! All right, now this squad's going to fire into them. So we've got a crack grenade, 2 rapid firing bolt guns, and 1 rapid firing plasma gun. Hitting on 3s. Oh, 2 gets hots on him. 3-up armor saves. No, he's dead. All right, and then we've got 3 of the bolt shots and 1 of the crack grenades. The crack grenade's going to be wounding on a 3. Everything else is on a 5. So we've got 3 wounds. 3 2-up Jinx saves. Oh, man. All right, makes 2. Reroll into a 4-up. He's good. Woo! All right, 2 plasma guys are going to pop up there and shoot into them. So 2 shots. They're not rapid fire range, right? I don't think so. No, yeah. So we got 2 shots. 2 shots hitting on 3s. I got 1 hit, but 1 is not. It gets hot. So wounding on 2. That's a wound. 3 2-up Jinx save. He's good. Woo! These guys here are going to fire into them. So we've got 4 bolt guns and 1 plasma gun hitting on 3s. That one is cocked. All right, so we've got 3 bolt shots and 1 plasma shot. So wounding on 5s and 2. All right, so we just got the 1 wound. 2-up Jinx save. Oh, reroll into a 4-up. He's good. Woo! The Hellbrute is going to fire into them with a multi-melta. So hitting on 3. No, not a hit. All right, so now this squad here is going to fire into them. So the red is going to be the melty gun. The greens are going to be the 2 plasma pistols. The yellow there is going to be a crack grenade, and then the 4 blue are going to be bolt pistols. We're going to do Cypher shots in a second. So these are all going to be hitting on, hold on a second. They will be hitting on 4. So here we go. That's cocked. All right, so that's a miss, but not a gets hot. And that one's a miss. All right, so the red and the green are going to be wounding on 2s. The 2 blues over there are going to be wounding on 5s, and that's going to be wounding on a 3. All right, so we've got 2 wounds. 2 2-up Jinx saves. Rerolling to a 4-up. No, so one of them goes down, and then we'll come back to you with Cypher shots. All right, and now Cypher is going to fire into them. So he's going to fire 2 of his plasma guns. His plasma pistol, which are going to be the green ones, are going to fire twice. They don't get hot. And then the blue is going to be his bolt pistol. So each of these are going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling to 2s. So that is 4 all hits. So we've got the greens are going to be wounding on 2s. The blacks are going to be wounding on 5. Do you want to? Yeah. All right. All right, so we've got 2 wounds. 2 2-up Jinx saves. They're good. Woo! So that is it for the shooting phase. So we will come back to you with the assault phase. All right, so these guys actually failed their leadership test and fell back 15 inches. So yeah, they cannot make that charge now. So that is it for the Chaos Space Marines turn here on turn 1. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. These guys all started moving in against the fallen champions over here. And in came the Deathwing. These guys dropped right over here. These guys scattered back 2 inches and dropped right over there. He came in off the table edge and promptly immobilized himself on the crater. That I think I've immobilized that Land Raider like every time I've taken it. It's unbelievable. Classic Phil. Classic Phil. So he is immobilized right there. And that is it for the movement phase for the Dark Angels. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, these guys are going to fire into the champions over there. So I've got 4 rapid firing shots here hitting on 6s because they jinked. We've got two hits so far. Twin linked. 2 misses, but they are not gets hot. So we got 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. We got 2 wounds. So we've got 2 3-up saves because Cypher still has whatever. So they are good. And now these guys are going to fire into them. So rapid firing into there. Hitting on 6s because they also jinked. Okay, nothing so far. Twin linked on everything. Alright, so we've got 1 of each. Then we do have 1 gets hot over here. So 3-up armor save. He's good. So these are going to be wounding on a 2 and a 4. Okay, that's yeah, that's a thing that just happened right there. All right, so he is going to fire into his Hellbrute. I've got the black is going to be the multi-melter, which is going to use Power of the Sheen Spirit, so firing at full ballistic skill. And these guys, this is going to be firing at snapshots as he moved 12 inches. So hitting on 3s and 6s. All right, should have done it the other way around. Twin linked on this. All right, so nothing of those, but this did hit. So strength 8 for an armor 12, looking for a 4 to glance. Whoa, nice catch, Phil. No, nothing there. All right. All right, this squad here is going to fire into this squad over here. So we've got 10 Stormbolter shots and 2 crack missiles from the Cyclone missile launcher. So these are all going to be hitting on 3s, twin linked because of Vengeful Strike. All right, twin linked because of Vengeful Strike. All right, so we got 2 misses. The blacks are going to be wounding on 2s. The greens are going to be wounding on 4s. Preferred enemy, but there's no 1s that are coming up here. Just a bunch of 2s and 3s. All right, so we've got 4 armor saves and 2 cover saves. Do you want to go to ground? It's going to be 6-up cover save the way they are, but they can go to ground and make it a 4-up. Okay, so he's going to go to ground. So we've got, do you want to do the 4 armor saves?
So, yeah.
All right, 4 armor saves, 3-ups. You can look at Sir afterwards, yeah. All right, so those are all good. And then we've got 2 4-ups. Ooh, wow, well done. All right, so now this squad is going to fire into his bikers who are going to jink. So 10 Stormbolter shots and 2 Cyclone missile launcher shots, crack missiles, hitting on 3s. All right, twin linked because of Vengeful Strike. All right, so we got 2 misses. Wounding on 5s on the green, 2s on the black. One's cocked. All right, and they've got preferred enemy Chaos Space Marines. All right, so we've got 1 armor save and 2 jink saves. So 1 3-up armor save. He's good, and then we've got 2 4-up jink saves. No, failed both of them. Brutal. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Moving on to the assault phase. These guys and these guys are going to assault here. These guys are going to assault first, and they're going to jink as these guys shoot into them with the Overwatch that's going to be coming. So we're going to start out with the 2 plasma guns hitting on 6s. Oh, these are plasma. This is the first plasma gun, and then the second plasma gun. 2 gets hot. 3-up armor save. No, he is dead. Yeah. All right, so 1 of them is dead. And then we've got plasma pistols that are going to go. So why don't you do the one on my the Tylus first. Not a hit, but not a gets hot. And then the other dude, bro. Not a hit, but not a gets hot. Then we have the Meltagun hitting on a 6. Nope. And then we have a whole bunch of bolt guns, right? 1, 2, and 1 crack grenade. All right. We got a couple bolts, so hitting on, wounding on 5s. So we got 1 wound, 3-up jink save, re-rolling to a 3-up. He's good, woo! And then we've got Cypher himself who's going to hit. The yellow is going to be his plasma, hitting on 6s. All right. No, it's not on this one. Yep, this is Sapphires. And then this one is wounding on a 5, and it's not. So, they are going to see if they can charge. 7 inches will get them in. So we'll move them in and then try the next one. And then these guys are going to charge 5 inches. They will be in. All right, so these are all the squads in here. He declared a challenge with Tylus, and I accepted with my Interrogator Chaplain. So now what we're going to do is my Hammer of Wrath. So first is going to be my Interrogator Chaplain onto Tylus there. So wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. And then I've got 5 other wounding on 4s. We got 1 more wound. So 1 more 3-up armor save. Oh, that's the Hammer of Wraths. Yeah. So yeah, and then just 1 more. Yeah, 1 more save.
So good.
Boop. So 1 guy goes down to Hammer of Wrath. All right, and then we'll come back to you with Cypher's attacks. All right, so now Cypher's attacks are going to come in. They're going to go into that squad. So the greens are going to be his plasma pistol shots. And the greens are going to be the other ones. So hitting on 3s. All right, it doesn't get hot there, but now they're going to be wounding. The greens are going to be wounding on 2, and then the blacks are going to, or the blues, I should say, are wound on 5. So those do not hit. So 1 guy just goes down because of it being AP2. All right, so we will come back to you with my Interrogator Chaplain shots. All right, so now my Interrogator Chaplain is going to go into Tylus over there. So he's got 3 base, plus 1 for extra close combat weapon, plus 1 for the charge. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of first round of combat with Zealot. All right, not meant to be. So we've got 4 hits, strength 6, wounding on 2s. We got 1 miss. They're not technically Chaos Space Marines. They're fallen. So I don't get preferred enemy on them. Oh, no. Yes. No. I just have Zealot. So we got 3 wounds. So 3 3-up saves to Tylus. And he makes them all. That's not great for me. All right, we'll come back to you with Initiative Step 4. All right, so Initiative Step 4, we're going to go with my shots first, then we'll go with his attacks. So over here, we're going to go with this squad over here. So we've got 2 guys that are left there. They have 2 base attacks, plus 1 for extra close combat weapon, plus 1 for the charge each. So these are going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling because of Zealot. Re-rolling because of Zealot. Alrighty. And now these are strength plus 1, so I'm going to be wounding on 3s. AP-6s are rending. Alright, so we've got 4 armor saves from them. This one over here. So we've got 4 armor saves. And 1 guy goes down. Alright. And then we're going to have the other squad over here. I've got 2 guys left over there. So they're going to be doing the same exact thing. Hitting on 4s. Alright, re-rolling because of Zealot. Alrighty. These are going to be wounding on 3s. 6s are rending. We got 2 rends. And then 3 wounds. So those 2 guys over there are dead. And then he's in the challenge, so I can't go to him. So then the other guys have to make 3 armor saves.
So starting with Cypher?
Well, oh yeah, that's right. Do you want to look out Surf on him or no? Okay.
Make 2.
All right, making 2. So Cypher takes a wound. All right. All right, so Initiative 4, we've got the guy that was killed over here. He's going to go first. You've got 2 base attacks plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. We got 2 hits. Strength 4, so wounding on 5s. Got 1 wound. 1 3-up armor save. No, 1 goes down. So now we're going to go on to the power sword guy over here. So these are going to hit in on 4s. Okay, 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. Yeah, wounding on a 5. Nope. And then we've got the other guy over on the side there. Hitting on 4s. No, nothing there. So, and now we're back here at Initiative Step 1 to Tylus. So he's got 2 base attacks, plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. So we've got 3 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 4s.
And they're power
axe. So hitting on 4s. We got 1 hit. Strength plus 2, right? So strength 6. We're going to figure this out. All right, so strength plus 1. So he's going to be wounding on 4s. No wound there. All right, so you lost combat by, what did you lose combat? By a bunch. We'll figure this out. Sorry, they've got their full leadership, so, because they've got stubborn since Cypher's still alive. So looking for leadership 10. They make it, so they're locked in, but he said he wants to hit and run. So let's see, initiative test here. 3, yep, makes it. So he will run, which direction do you want to run? Backwards, so 3d6, right? 3d6? I think so. We're going to figure this one out. Anyway, he's going to do that. I will consolidate, and then we will come back to you after movement phase for the blah, blah, blah. So the Space Marines here on turn 2. Movement phase for Chaos Space Marines. He dropped down into glide mode. These guys are moving up out of their crater. He shot up over this way. These guys moved from over here over to this way, and these guys shuffled around over this way. They stood still where they had gone back with their hit and run. He's moving up this way, looking at my Terminators. They had stood up after going to ground, and these guys disembarked from the Rhino that just moved a little bit over there. So that's it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the psychic phase.
Gift of Contagion.
All right, so on to the psychic phase. My opponent rolled a 1, leaving me with 1 dice, leaving him with 3. So he is going to cast Gift of Contagion onto my bikers there. So needing Warp Charge 1, he's going to roll all 3. Going off with 2, so I cannot deny it, and that is not. So what do you, it's the D3 table, right?
Yes.
So D3, 2, which is what?
-1 strength and may not run.
-1 strength and may not run. All right, so that is it for the psychic phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so these guys here are going to fire into these guys over here. So we've got 1 guy that's in rapid fire range with the bolt gun. We've got 3 other guys that have regular bolt gun, 1 bolt gun shot, and then we've got the plasma guy who's going to be shooting. So hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 2s and 4s. Wow, okay, just the 1. So it's a 5-up invul save. Yeah, because I'm not getting any cover save there. So 5-up invul save. He's good. Woo! All right, the squad back here is going to fire into them. So we've got greens are the rapid firing plasma gun. Red is the crack grenade, and then the blues are going to be the bolt guns. So hitting on 3s. All right. All right, so wounding on blues are wounding on 4s. Everything else is wounding on 2s. Alrighty. So we got 4 wounds. 3 of them are not AP2. So I will do 3 2-up armor saves. Good. And then we've got 1 5-up invul save from the plasma shot. That's cocked. Whoa, get back here. No, that's a 3. So 1 guy goes down. All right, so now the squad up there is going to fire into there. So we got 2 guys who are rapid firing bolt guns, and then 1 guy's throwing a crack grenade, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on a 2 for the red, and then 4s for those. Okay, so none of that. So just got 2 2-up armor saves. And they're good. Woo! All right, so he's going to fire into them with his multi-melta, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That is a wound. 5-up. Invul save. He's good with a fill face. Woo! All right, so now his Chaos Lord is going to be firing into them with his venom bite, Viper's strike or Viper's bite. So it's a rapid. It's a bolt gun that's strength 5 AP2. So we've got 2 shots. These are going to be hitting on 2s. All right, both hits. Woo, pretty good there. And then strength 5, so wounding on 3s. I couldn't have done it opposite way. So that's 2 AP2 shots. So we are going to have 2 5-up invul saves. Make one, lose one. All right. Now the rest of the squad's going to fire. We've got the greens are going to be the 2 rapid-firing plasma guns, and then we've got the reds going to be crack grenade, and then the blues are going to be rapid-firing bolters. So the first dude hitting on a 3, so 1 hit, 1 miss, but not a gets hot. And then the other ones, whoa, 2 gets hots for him.
This is happening all game.
Yeah, and then roll 3 up armor saves. He's good though. He's not dead, but he doesn't get hits. Everything. These all hit over here. So the green and the red are going to be wounding on 2s. Blues wounding on 4s. Okay, so just the 1 AP2 or 1 AP2 and 1 not AP2. So we'll do 2 up armor save. He's good. And then a 5 up invul save. No, and he goes down. All right. All right, so this squad here is going to fire into them. They're in rapid fire range. We got the rapid firing plasma gun. We got the crack grenade, and then we've got 3 rapid firing bolters. They went to ground last turn, so these are going to be hitting on 6s. We got nothing hits, but the other 2 did not get hot. All right. All right, this squad is going to fire into here. I'm going to jink. So we've got the plasma gun. That's going to go first, hitting on 3s. That one's cocked. Oh, wow. All right. Again. 3 up armor saves. He's good, though. He's not dead, but it doesn't get any hits. Then the first guy who's going to roll with the plasma pistol. That's a hit. The next guy does not get hit. He's a hot. So 3 up armor save. He's good, though. So we got 1 plasma hit, hitting on, wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 3 up jink save. He's good. And then we've got Cypher shots that are going to come back. So green are going to be the plasma. Blues are going to be the bolter. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling to a 2, and that one's a cock there. All right. All right.
So that still misses.
That still misses on that one, but it doesn't get hot because his plasma guns do not get hot. So wounding on a 2 and a 5s. All right, so we got 2 wounds. 2 up jink saves. 3 up jink saves, sorry. Yeah, and they are good. Woo! You know. All right, so that's it for shooting phase. Assault phase, he is in. Yeah, woo, even with that one, it's cool. So he is in. So we will come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so at initiative step 4, my guy can't do anything with him, the one that can go at initiative step 4, and then his guy's going to go. So he's got 5 attacks on the charge, hitting on 4s. So we've got 1 hit, wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 5 up invul save. No. So my sergeant, I'm going to take it on my sergeant because my initiative step, these guys are going to come in, and we've got 4. They've got 4 attacks between the 2 of them. So they've got 2 attacks base each. Yeah. So weapon skill 4. So hitting on 4s. They've got Zealot because of Cypher being on the board there. Yep. All right, so that's 4 hits. Strength 8. Front armor is 12, right? So glancing on 4s. I got 1 pen, and then I've got preferred enemy Chaos Space Marines. So nothing else there. So we got 1 pen. +1 because of the +1 for the result. Is 2, so he's going to be snap firing. That's still down 1 hull point. So that was a tied combat. All right. So that's it for the fight sub phase. So we will come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. These guys disembarked this way, looking at him. These guys moved up over this way. These guys are all cycling up on the Fallen over here. They're locked in combat, and that is it for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting off the shooting phase, my Interrogator Chaplain is going to shoot into his Demon Prince over here. My Warlord trait that I got is precision shots and ignores cover with his Stormbolter. So his Stormbolter is going to be firing into him over here. So I've got 2 shots hitting on 2s. I got 2 hits. Wounding on 5s, right? Toughness 5? So wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound. 5 up invul save. No, so he takes a wound. All right, this squad here is going to fire into his Chaos Space Marine squad over there. So we got 4 Storm Bolters and the Cyclone Missile Launcher hitting on 3s. All righty. All right, greens are going to be wounding on 4s. Blacks are wounding on 2s. All righty. So we've got 2 AP3 shots and 2 armor saves. So 2 3-ups and then 2 4-ups. Do you want to roll those ones here? Yes. So 2 3-ups. And then 2 4-ups. So the blue ones will be the 3-ups.
Yes.
Okay, so 3 are dead.
So that was...
All right, so this squad's going to fire into the Fallen over there. So these are going to be hitting on 6s because of them jinking. Twin linked. Wow. Okay, that's pretty glorious. All right, so those other 2 miss, but no gets hot there. So, wounding on 1s. Ones. I'm going to be rolling 1s, wounding on 2s, and then wounding on 4. So I did roll the 1-1. So we got 3 wounds. They're all going to take the cover save, may as well, because it's 2-up cover because it was shrouding. And they're all good. All right. And now he is going to roll into there. So 2 shots, snap firing on 6s. Twin linked. All right. No hits, but no gets hots. All right. So this is going to fire into the Demon Prince. And then I'm going to power the Sheen Spirit, one of the Hurricane Bolters, into that squad over there. So we're going to start over here with the, we'll start with the Assault Cannon into him. So 4 shots, hitting on 3s. He is jinking. The twin linked. All right, strength 6, toughness 5, so wounding on 3s. 6s are rending, doesn't make a difference actually. So we've got 3 wounds, 3 2-up jinx saves because of, whatchamacallit, shrouding. All right, so they are good. Then we've got the multi-melta. That's a hit, wounding on 2. That's a wound. The same guy here. So 2-up jinx save. No, so he takes another wound. And then I've got 3 shots from the Hurricane Bolter over here. Hitting on, same guy, so hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. I got 1 wound. 2-up jinx save. He's good. And now the other Hurricane Bolter, power the Machine Spirit into them. Hitting on 3s. Twin linked. Wounding on 4s. 1, 2 wounds. 2 3-up armor saves.
2 3-ups?
Yep. That was 3 dice. So it's 2 3-ups. Not 3 2-ups. No. We could just reroll. That's fine. So 2 3-ups. Oh, and they go down. Okay. All right. So that's it for shooting phase. Moving on to assault phase. These guys are going to assault into his Demon Prince over here. So I need a 9-inch. 9-inch charge through cover. Come on, baby. I could really use this. And they are in! Ooh, that is killer! All right, so we will move them in. All right, so he is going to charge into them first. So Cypher's shots. We got green hitting on 6s. Nope. Then we've got 2 plasma pistols. So the first one, that's cocked. Not a hit, but not a gets hot. The next one, not a hit, but not a gets hot. And then we've got rapid firing plasma gun.
All right, double 1s again. Here we go.
No hits, but no gets hots, which is pretty good for him. And he's auto, yeah, he's in. So he is in, and then the other guys are also in. All right. Boop. Okay. And then these guys are going to charge into them. So we've got a crack grenade and the bolter shots on 6s. No hits. So they need, going through terrain there, needing a 5-inch charge. And they are in. All right, so that's all the charges. We will come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so we're going to start over here first with the fight sub phase. So he's going to go first with his 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. I got 1 hit, wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 5-up invul save. No, one of them goes down. So then the other one will get his 2 shots in, hitting on 3s. Oh, hitting on 4s. Sorry, hitting on 4s. Okay, and none of them a 1. So I lost combat, but they're fearless. So he's just locked in. Oop, no, that's your wounds. He's just locked in combat. All right, so coming over to here, I've got 3 Hammer of Wrath. So wounding on 5s. We've got cocked. Okay, we got 2 wounds. 2 5-up invul saves. Makes 1, so he's still alive, down to 1 life. And then we'll come back to you with his attacks. All right, so now he's got 5 attacks here, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Now wounding strength 6, so wounding on 2s, AP 2. So we got 4 wounds, 4 3-up invul saves. Lose 2 guys. All right. At initiative step 5, my interrogator chaplain's gonna go. He's got 3 base plus 1 for the charge. What's your weapon skill again? I'm sorry. A lot more, so more than 5. So he's gonna be hitting on 4s. But I've got zealot, but I don't need it. So those are all hits. Weapon skill 5. Yeah. And then so that's 4 hits. Strength 6, toughness 5. So wounding on 3s. All right, so we've got 3 wounds, 3 5-up invul saves, and he is dead. All right, so I will consolidate my guys and keep moving on. All right, so moving over here, his champion declared a challenge, so I accepted over there. So he's going to go first because I charged through cover there, so they got -1. They got down to initiative step 1 for my guys. So his guy's going to go in against my captain there. So 2 hits, hitting on 4s, 2 hits, wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound, 1 2-up armor save. Yep, I knew that. I knew that was going to happen. All right, we'll come back to you with his other attack. Actually, let's just do his other attack. So we got the 1 guy there. So hitting on a 4, that's a hit. Wounding on a 4.
Shaman for 3.
That's a hit. That's a wound. And then we've got a 2-up armor save. He's good with a fill phase. Woo! And that will come back to you with my attacks. All right, so now we're going to go over here with my guys. So I've got 2 base attacks from each of them, plus 1 for the charge for each of them. So we've got 9 attacks coming in here. Yep, come back here. I'll get that in a second. Just pick up another die. So 9 attacks, hitting on 4s. Re-rolling because of Zealot, because of Cypher. All right, these were not meant to be. These are wounding on 2s. Yeah, they're squished. Okay. So I will consolidate them, and then we'll come back to you with the next fight. All right, so moving over to here. He declared a challenge with Cypher. I accepted with my interrogator chaplain. Gonna get down to the nitty-gritty over here. So we're gonna do my Hammer of Wrath with my interrogator chaplain into Cypher. So my base strength is 4, but I still have that the psychic power thing onto me, so I'm at strength 3. So this is going to be wounding on a 5. Nope, no wound on that. I got the 2 other guys from that unit that are wounding on 5s for the Hammer of Wraths. 2 wounds with fill faces, 2 3-ups. They are good. And then I've got 1 wounding on a 4. And that's a wound. 3-up. Yep, onto that one. He's good. All right, so we'll come back to you with Cypher's attacks. All right, so Cypher's attacks are going to come here. He's got the, we're going to go with the green ones first. Green ones are the AP2. The other ones are the bolter shots, basically. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. 3s, hitting on 3s. Sorry. I meant, yeah. Hitting on 3s. All right, so the AP2s do not hit. So these are wounding on toughness 4 now because I'm minus, so no, that's 4 is a wound. Because it's toughness 4. -1 strength and toughness, I think. No, we're going to take a look. So all right, it's actually only -1 strength, so we've just got the one wound there. So this is a 3-up armor save. No, so he takes a wound. All right. So then we'll come back to you with my interrogator chaplain's attacks. All right, so my interrogator chaplain has 3 base attacks, plus 1 for extra close combat weapon, plus 1 for the charge. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Re-rolling because of first round of combat with Zealot. All right, so all hits. Strength +2 for the Crozius Arcanum, but he is -1 strength right now, so he's only going to be strength 5, which means he's wounding on 3s. He's not a Chaos Space Marine, so I've just got 4 wounds, 4 3-up armor saves. He's good. All right, brutal. All right, initiative step 4. His 2 guys over here are going to go, and then all of my guys are going to go. So we're going to go with the guys over here. Green are going to be the power sword. Blue are going to be the regular guy, hitting on 4s. All righty. So all of those hit. Wounding on 5s. So we got just 2 wounds, 2 regular ones. The AP3 ones didn't hit. So we got 2 3-up armor saves. They are both good. All right, so we'll come back to you with my attacks. All right, so we're going to move on to these guys over here. So they've got 2 base attacks plus 1 for the charge plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. These are the ones that have -1 strength. So they are going to be hitting on 4s. Alrighty. Rerolling because of first turn with Zealot. Alright, pretty good. So these are going to be strength +1 for the weapon, -1 for the power. So wounding on 4s, 6s are rending. We've got 1 rend and 2 armor saves. So, yep, crump 1 guy there, and then you've got 2 3-ups. Make them both. All right. And then we have 4 attacks from this guy over here. So I've got 2 base plus 1 for extra close combat plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling because of first round of combat with Zealot. All right. So we got 3 hits. Strength +1. So wounding on 3s. 6s are rending. 6s. 3s. So those are all wounds because it's strength +1. That guy didn't have the -1. Yeah, that guy didn't have the -1. Yeah, so that's 3 wounds. So 3 3-up armor saves. 1
takes 1 wound and he goes down.
All right, so 1 guy is dead, and that's that's Tylus, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and he is dead. All right. All right, so they have stubborn. So here comes their roll for leadership because I won. 9, they're good, and then he's going to try to hit and run. They're good, and so they will hit and run, and then I will consolidate, and we will come back to you after movement phase for these Chaos Space Marines here on turn 4. 3? No, turn 4. Turn 4. Turn 3. Turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines here on turn 3. He's shooting over this way. These guys are shuffling up over this way. These guys ran up that go this way. These guys are moving up this way. He's still locked in combat, and these guys kind of bubble wrapped around the Rhino. Cypher departed from his fallen brethren and jumped inside of the Rhino there. So that is it for movement phase. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase because all of the Psychers are dead. All right, so this squad here is going to fire into this squad here. We've got a rapid-firing bolt gun, rapid-firing plasma gun, rapid-firing bolt guns, and a crack grenade going in here. So hitting on 3s. All right, that's pretty good hitting there. So we've got the 2 misses. Now these are going to be wounding on 4s and 2s. All right, so we just got 1 AP, 1 2+ armor save, and then 2 4-up cover saves. So I'll do the 2+ armor save first. He's good, and then I've got 2 4+ cover saves. Make them both. Woo! Now the crack grenade and rapid fire bolt guns are firing in here, hitting on 3s. That one's cocked. All right, wounding on 4s and 2. Got 2 wounds, 2 2+ armor saves. You're good. Woo! All right, Cypher is going to fire into these guys. They are going to jink. So we've got he's got 4 shots. The greens are going to be the plasma shots, hitting on 2s. All right, all hits. Wounding on 2s and 5s. So we got 4 wounds. 4 3-up jinx. Oh, I've got to take them 2 at a time actually, because it goes different if it goes back onto my interrogator chaplain. So 3-up jinx saves. All right, re-rollable. He's good, and 2 more. They're good. Woo! And these guys are going to fire rapid-fire bolt guns into him. He's going to jink. So here comes 6 shots, hitting on 3s. Alrighty, 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. So we got 1 wound, 3-up jinx save. Re-rollable. See, that's why I got it. Oh, he still failed it! He still freaking failed it! Ah! All right, now this squad here is going to fire into him. So we've got the Vipers, Viper Strike or Kiss or whatever it is. That's going to be the big yellow ones. Those are going to be hitting on 2s, AP2. Then we've got the greens are going to be the rapid fire and plasma guns, and then the red is going to be crack grenade, and the rest are going to be bolters into them. They're still jinking. So Here we go. Do you want to do the plasma gun separate?
Oh, yeah.
This is it. So we'll do the plasma gun separate. Hitting on 3s. Those are 2 hits.
All right, next
And then
dude.
the next one, hitting on 3s.
Gets
One
hot.
gets hot. 3 up. He's good. All right, so we've got 3 hits from there. These are going to be hitting on, the yellows are going to hit on 2s. All right, good thing he was.
Second time.
Killer. All right, so strength 5 on the yellow, strength 6 on the red, strength 7 on these. So 2 on here, 3 on red, 4 on yellow, and so nothing from the yellow. Got 2 from there, and then yep. So that's all wounds. So we got 2, 4, 6 wounds. So we've got 6 wounds. 6. 3 up. Jinx saves. They're all good. Woo! And now the fallen guy there is going to fire his plasma pistol into here. So hitting on a 3. Oh!
Get hot.
3 up armor save. No, and he goes down. And that is actually the last of the fallen champions. All right. All right, so that is it for the shooting phase, and no one's going to charge because everyone shot their rapid fire weapons. So we will come back to you with the one fight that we have going on. All right, so here we go with this fight over here. So he's got his 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. We got 3 hits, not great. Wounding on 2s. We got 3 wounds. 3. 5 up invul saves. Can he make it? Has he been praying to the Emperor? Did he properly seal his armor? No, he did not. He would have died even if it was a 2+ save. So he is dead. So he will consolidate, and then we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 4. These guys scooted up through here. These guys shot over this way. These guys are moving through, looking at these guys, and he is immobilized. So that is it for movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 4. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting off the shooting phase, he is going to fire into the Hellbrute over there and then power the Sheen Spirit, one of the Hurricane Sponsons, into the Chosen back there. So we're going to do the Assault Cannon, which are going to be the green, and black is going to be the Multi-Melta. Hitting on 3s. Oh, God. Did you see this?
I did.
Do you see this? Unbelievable. All right, at least these ones are twin linked. All right, still got that one too. All right, look, 12, right? So looking for 6s to pen because it'll just be with rending. I'll get at least +1. So 6s to rend. 6s to pen. No, nothing there. All right. And now, now the Power Sheen Spirit is going to fire into them there. So 3 shots hitting on 3s. All right, all hits. No need to twin linked. Wounding on 4s. Okay, we got 1 wound. 1 3 up armor save. No, 1 goes down. All right, these guys are going to fire into the Chosen there. So black is going to be the bolter from my Interrogator Chaplain. All hitting on 6s because... Did they jink? They did jink, yes, because you shot a whole lot of stuff at them. They definitely jinked. So hitting on 6s. All right, twin linked. All right, no gets hots, but also no hits. Bromp, bromp. These guys here are going to fire into these guys. So we've got 3 storm bolters plus the crack missiles from the Cyclone missile launcher hitting on 3s. Oh man, look at those! Unbelievable. All right, wounding on 4s. We got 2 wounds, 2 3 up armor saves. They're good. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Onto the assault phase. My guys are going to charge into them. So he's going to overwatch here. So the greens are going to be the rapid fire and plasma. Blues are the bolters, and the red is the crack grenade. All hitting on 6s. No hits, but no gets hots. All right, so I need a 5-inch charge through cover there. And they are in, so we'll move them in. All right, these guys here are going to charge into them. Would you like to overwatch, sir? All right. So he is going to fire here. He's got 1 plasma gun still there, and he also has the Venom's shot from his dude bro there. And then he's got a bunch of bolters coming in. So, all right, yellow's going to be the Venom shot. The blue, greens are going to be the plasma gun. So, all hitting on 6s. Ooh, getting that guy out of the way. 6s. 1 bolter hit. The Venom shot gets hot, does it?
No.
It doesn't get hot. All right. So bolter shot, wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 2 up, armor save. Oh, he's good with the filfers. So they need a 10-inch charge through cover. They're 8 inches away, going through terrain there, so it's going to be -2. So needing a 10 on this charge. Come on, buddies. You can do this. You can do this. Charging in. No, they can't. Even if that was re-rolled. Oh, of course it did that. No, so they didn't make it in. But then my bikers are going to charge in. And they are in. So we will come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so we're going to start over here with this battle. So he's got 5 guys coming in here, 5 Chaos Space Marines, plus the champion there. So champion's got 2 attacks. So these are going to be 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. All right. Hatred, because of hatred, they get to reroll. All right, so 4 hits, wounding on 4s. We got 3 wounds, 3 2-up armor saves. They're good. Woo! And now comes my attacks back. So they've each got 2 base, plus 1 for the charge each. So we've got 9 attacks coming in here. Hitting on 4s. Okay. Pretty good. Wounding on, squishing on 2s. They are dead. All right, so I will consolidate them, and then we will come back to you at the next fight. All right, so moving over to here, we got my Hammer of Wrath at Initiative Step 10. So we're going to do the one from my Interrogator Chaplain onto his Lord, who declared a challenge. So wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. No, so he takes a wound. And then the other 2 guys are going to have Hammer of Wraths. 1 more wound from there. 3-up. He's good. All right, we'll come back to you with Initiative Step 5. All right, so at Initiative Step 5, his Lord and my Interrogator Chaplain are going to be going at the same time here. So his Lord has weapon skill what?
Weapon skill 6.
Weapon skill 6, so he'll be hitting on 3s. All right.
Rerolls.
Rerolling because of hatred. That's cocked.
That is a cocked die. That's going to be 3 hits.
All right, so we've got 4 hits. Strength 4, so wounding on 5s. Oh man, 4 wounds. I need to make 2 of these.
Yes. Didn't he take a wound? Yeah, he took a wound.
No, he didn't take a wound.
Yeah,
did he?
One of your Interrogator Chaplains took a wound.
Oh, hold on a second. All right, so he did take a wound before. I forgot to mark it, which is my bad. So here we go. I'm going to be taking Rosaria saves. So I have to take 4 ups, and I need to make 3 of these for him to survive. All right, so here we go. The first 2. Did he pray to the Emperor? 4-up Rosaria saves. He makes 1 so far, so he's down to 1 wound. Oh, God. Doing 1 at a time here. 4-up Rosaria save. He's still good. 4-up Rosaria save. For the Emperor. For the Emperor! Yeah! He's still alive! Woo! Down to 1 wound, but he's still alive. All right, now he gets his attacks back. He's got 3 base, plus 1 for extra close combat weapon, plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 4s, rerolling because of Zealot. All right, that's a fair number of 1s there. All right, rerolling because of Zealot. That is a little bit better. All right, so we got 3 wounds. Wounding on 6, so wounding on 2s. All right, so we got 3 wounds. 3-up saves. He fails 1, so he loses another wound. So he's down to 1.
Yes.
Oh, he has 3 wounds total? Oh, that's crazy. We're both down to 1 wound. All right, now his chosen will go. They have 2 attacks each. So we've got 8 attacks coming in here, hitting on 4s. Wow, pretty good. Reroll because of hatred. Wow, really good. Wounding on 5s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 4 wounds. 4 3-up armor saves. Come on, don't die now that we made it through the Rosaria saves. 4 3-ups. 2 guys dead, so my 2 Black Knights will be dead. Let's see if they can take down some of the chosen at the same time. Let's see. We'll come back with their attacks. All right, so now each of them have 4 attacks on the charge each. They are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, re-rolling because of Zealot. All right. These will be wounding on 3s. 6s are rending. Oh, no rends. 4 wounds. If you could fail all 4 3+s, that would be great. Or make all of them! Ah! All right, so that was super brutal. We will come back to you. They are locked in combat, and that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 4. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines. These guys shot up this way. He's moving up this way. They're locked in combat. He stood still basically over there. These guys kind of shuffled around over here, and he just kind of shuffled around over here. And that is it for movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, he is going to shoot his multi-melta into them. So, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 3 up invul save. No, and he goes, would have been dead on an armor save. Ugh. So these guys are going to fire into them with their bolt guns. So we've got 6 bolt shots coming in, hitting on 3s. Alrighty, 3 hits, wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound, 2 up armor save. He's barely good, but good. Any save that actually hits it is good. I'll take it. All right, Cypher is going to shoot into them. He's out of range with his plasma pistol, but he's going to shoot with the regular pistol. So hitting on 2s. All right, wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound. 2 up armor save. He's good with a fill face. All right, so that's it for shooting phase. Onto the assault phase. He is going to assault into them. So he's a little over 6 inches away, so it's 7-inch charge, which +2 because I'm moving through cover here. And he is in. Oh, that's brutal. So we'll move him in, and then we... No. I'm sorry. It was 7 inches, 9 inches, and that was 7 inch. Yeah, I'm sorry. All right. I'm confusing myself. He didn't make it. All right, so now moving over to here. At initiative step 5, his lord and my guy are going to go at the same time. So we're going to have... oh, no, you go last, because concussive. You had... Yeah, concussive on the Crozius Arcanum. So I'm going to go first. So initiative step 5, I go first, because he's concussed. So I've got 3 base attacks plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. Hitting on 4. I got 2 hits. I do... Oh, hold on a second. All right, so he does have preferred enemy Chaos Space Marine, so I get to re-roll that 1. It's cocked. Nope, that's a miss. So I got 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. Preferred enemy. All right, so we got 2 fill faces. So 2 wounds, 3 up armor. Oh, and he makes them both. So he's still alive, which is not great for me. So we'll come back to you with his attacks. All right, so now the other guys are going to go here. So we've got 8 attacks coming in from them, hitting on 4s. All righty. Wounding on 5s. So we've got 2 wounds. 2 3-up armor saves. And he's dead. That's not great. Not great at all. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 5. These guys moved up this way. They shuffled under here so they can control that objective. And this guy's immobilized. Has been since turn 2. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so we're going to start right here. He is going to fire into the Hellbrute there, and then I'm going to power the Machine Spirit into, I'm sorry, the Chosen there, the Hurricane Bolter over here. So we're going to go with the shots into the Hellbrute. Green are the Assault Cannon, black is going to be the Multi-Melta, hitting on 3s. Oh, come on. All right, I needed that Multi-Melta. Twin linked. All right, that's a hit. So we've got 4 hits here. Looking for 6s to pen. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Bwomp, bwomp. And now the shots from here into the Chosen. Hitting on 3s. Twin linked. Okay. Wounding on 4s. Oh my god. Dice, why have you forsaken me? Alright, these guys are going to fire into them. So I've got 3 Storm Bolters and the Cyclone Missile Launcher firing in here. Hitting on 3s. Alright. That's not great. Wounding on 4s on the green, 2 on the black. Okay, so we got 1 AP3 shot and 1 AP4 shot. So 1 3-up armor save.
Yep.
No, 1 goes dead, and then
1 6-up.
no, so 2 dead. All right. All right, these guys here, moving on to shooting the assault phase. These guys are going to assault into the Chosen there. He is going to fire Overwatch. So we've got plasma gun. We have a rapid firing plasma gun. We've got the rapid firing Viper's Breath, and then we've got the 3 rapid firing bolt guns. So, and 2 rapid firing bolt guns and a crack grenade. So we're going to go with the plasma gun first, hitting on 6s. Oh no!
Yeah!
Wounded on 2s. Okay. 2, 3-up invul saves. Don't do this to me. And I make them both. Woo! All right. So now we've got the dragon or the Viper's Breath and the crack grenades and all that stuff. No other hits. All right, but no gets hots. So he's exactly 4 inches away. I need 6 inches to charge through cover. Come on, buddy. I really need this. Otherwise, they're probably in some serious danger here. 6 inches. Yeah, they're in! So we will move them in and we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so moving over here, I've got 2 Hammer of Wraths. These are going to be strength 4, so wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound, 3-up armor save. He's good, and we'll come back to you with his attacks. All right, so his Lord is going to attack first, hitting on, what's your weapon skill?
Weapon skill 6.
Weapon skill 6, so hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of hatred. All right, so 4 hits. Wounding on toughness 4, so 4s. We got 1 wound. 1, 2-up armor save. He's good. So now we have the 3 guys that are outside the challenge here. So we've got 6 attacks coming in here. Okay, hitting on 4s.
Rerolls.
Rerolling because of hatred. All right, got another hit in there. Wounding on 4s. We got 2 wounds. 2 2-up armor saves. They're good. And now the one onto my interrogator chaplain over there, hitting on, what's your weapon skill?
It's going to be less than his, so I'll be hitting on 4s.
So hitting on 4s. All right, so 1 hit, wounding on a 4. No wound there. All right, so we'll come back to you with my attacks. All right, so we're going to go with my interrogator chaplain first. He's got 3 base plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling for Zealot, but no need to. Wounding on 2s. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. 4 3-up armor saves. Oh, wow. That was brutal. All right, we're going to go with my Knightmaster now. He's got 3 base plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 4s. Re-rolling because of Zealot. All right, wounding on 2 because of Fleshbane. We got 2 wounds, AP 3. So they are dead.
Dead guy, he has the Aura of Dark Glory, so he gets a 5-up.
Oh, he's got a 5-up invul save, so 1 guy dead and 5-up invul save. And he goes down. All right, so I will consolidate them, and then we will come back to you after movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines here on turn 5. Movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines here on turn 5. This moved up over here. Cypher jumped out and joined up with these guys over here. Also, by the way, his warlord over there got killed, and because of their Alpha Legion, this guy's now the warlord. Which is pretty funny. And then over here, these guys are, he moved up over this way towards them, and he's moving up over this way towards them. He's jumping around this way, overlooking at that objective, and that is it for movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines here on turn 5. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so this squad over here is going to fire into them over there. So we're going to start with Cyphers. He's got, the greens are going to be the plasma, hitting on 2s.
All hit.
All hits. Wounding on 2s on the greens, 4s on the blues. All right, so that's all wounds. So we got 2 invul saves and then 2 armor saves. So 2 3-up invul saves. Make them both. And then 2 2-up armor saves. These are the ones I fail. No, I didn't. I made those ones. Okay. I'm really bad at making Terminator armor saves, so that really scared me. And now the other guys are going to fire their bolt guns into them. Are in rapid fire range, hitting on 3s. All right, so 2 misses there. Wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound. 1 2-up armor save. He's good with a filth base. Woo! Now the combi bolter from here is going to fire into them, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound. 1 2-up armor save. He's good. Woo! And now he's going to fire the multi-melt into him, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounded on a 2. That's not a wound. Brutal. All right, that's it for the shooting phase. Onto the assault phase. He is going to charge in there. He is auto in, so he is in. We will come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so first things first over here. He has a Hammer of Wrath hitting on, wounding on a, what's his base strength?
Strength 6.
Strength 6, so that is a wound. 2-up armor save. And I'm good. We'll come back to you with initiative step 5. All right, so moving over here, first person to go is going to be my Interrogator Chaplain at initiative step 5. So he's got 4 attacks, 3 base plus 1 for, no, he's just got 3 base. Doesn't have the extra close combo weapon because Stormbolter. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Re-rolling, oh, no need to re-roll. So strength 6, looking for 6s to glance. Nothing. All right, so we'll come back to you with initiative step 4. All right, so we're going to go with his attacks first here. My other guys will get to go again. So here we go. We've got 5 attacks on the charge, hitting on 4s. All right, wounding on 2s. We got 1 wound. 1 3-up invul save. He's good with a fill face. So now I'm going to do smite attack with the one guy with the Mace of Absolution. So that goes down to 1 attack, strength times 2 AP 2. So 1 attack hitting on a 4. It's a hit. Looking for a 4 to glance. That's a 5. That's a pen. Plus 1 to the result. 5. So he loses a weapon. All right. Then my other guy, 3 base attacks. 3 base attacks, hitting on 4s, rerolling because of Zealot. All right, so we got 3 hits, strength plus 2. So this is strength 6. So looking for 6s to glance. 1 fill face is what I need. Oh, and I get it! And the Hellbrute goes down. So I will consolidate, and then we will come. Well, actually, let's see if I consolidate first. 4 inches. I will move him in. We'll come back to you. All right, so they consolidated right to there. So, yeah, and he is a wreck. All right, so here it goes. That's the end of turn 5. Let's see if it goes on to a turn 6. On a 3-up, it does. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 6. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 6. He is still immobilized. These guys are moving up this way. These guys are moved up here, so they've kind of like scuttled along that way, looking on him. And that is it. That's all I've got left. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, shooting phase. This guy is going to fire into these guys over here. And then he's going to power the Machine Spirit, the other Hurricane Bolter, into him over here. So these guys all firing into there. The black is going to be the multi-melta. Green, the Assault Cannon. Yellow are going to be the Hurricane Bolter. So all hitting on 3s. All right, twin linked on this one. Nope, not meant to be. All right, so these are wounding on 4. These are wounding on 2s. 6s are rending on the greens. Okay, wounding on 2s. All right, so no rending on these. So strength 6, AP 4. So they're gonna get 3-up armor save. At 2-up cover. Everything's gonna have 2-up cover. But this one can double. Oh no, he's got Eternal War anyway. So 5 2-up cover saves because he's got shrouded, and when he became the new warlord, rolled and got stealth as his warlord trait. So here we go. 5. Oh, 2 up. And 1 dead. All right. And now power the Machine Spirit into this guy over here, hitting on 3s. All right, 3 hits, wounding on 5s. I got 1 wound, 3-up armor save, he's good. So these guys are gonna fire into him. We've got 3 Stormbolters and 1 crack firing Cyclone. So hitting on 3s. All righty then. Greens are gonna be wounding on 4s. Black is wounding on 2. All right, that's fair number 1. So you've got 2 armor saves and 1 cover save. No, you can't. Yeah, you just saying
it's not going to go to ground.
It's not going to go to ground? So we've got green's going to be the cover save, blue's are going to be the armor saves.
Nope.
No, so he is dead. All right, now my interrogator chaplain there is going to fire into these guys. So I've got 2 shots with the storm bolter. These ignore cover, so hitting on 2s. 1 is a precision shot, so it's going to go on to Cypher, and then this is going to be a regular hit. So the one onto Cypher, wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3 up armor save. Oh, look out, sir. That's good. 3 up armor save. It's good. And then the other one is just a regular 3 up armor save. That's a 2, so he goes down. Okay. All right, so now they are moving on to the charge phase, the assault phase. They are going to assault into here. So we've been messing up. Cypher actually fires full ballistic skill Overwatch. So here comes his shots. So the green is going to be the plasma. They both hit because they're hitting on 2s. So wounding on 2s and not a 4. So 1 wound. 3 up armor. 3 up storm shield save. He's good. And then this guy over here is going to rapid fire or throw a crack grenade. Hitting on a 6. Nope. So their distance coming in here is a 9. They will be in. So we will come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right. So moving into the fight sub phase here. I've got 2 Hammer of Wrath that are going to be coming in here. Wounding on 4s. I've got 1 wound. 3 up armor save. Cypher has to take it because he's the one that's not in the challenge. He's good. So here's what happened. As they came charging in, my interrogator chaplain screamed at the top of his lungs and said, "Cypher, I will get you!" At which point his now warlord, the aspiring champion there, leapt between them and accepted the challenge there. So the champion over there accepted the challenge and he moved in there. So they're locked in a challenge here. So Cypher will now get to attack onto these other guys over here. So he's got the greens are going to be his AP2 attack. So hitting on 3s. All right, all hits. Wounding on 4s and 2s. That's cocked. Oh. All right, so we've got 1 armor save and 2 storm shield saves. So armor save, 2 up. He's good. Now the 2 storm shield saves, because there's still 2 guys there that can take storm shield saves. 3 up. Oh, 1 goes down, and that's yeah, 1 goes down, but 1 makes it. So we will come back to you with the next with my interrogator chaplain's attacks. All right, now my interrogator chaplain is going to go in here. He's got 3 base attacks plus 1 for the charge, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of Zealot first turn here. All right, so 4 hits. What's up? Oh, I did go. Yeah, he would go. He would get to go first. So everything hit, but now he'll get to go his attacks. Let's just do his attacks. So he's got 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. No, nothing. Oh, reroll because of hatred. So we got 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound. 1, 2 up armor save. He's good. So here come my 4 attacks hit. So these are going to be wounding on 2s. But I've got preferred enemy Chaos Space Marines. That's cocked. All right, so we've got 4 wounds, 4 3-up armor saves. Fails 2, so Cypher is down to 1 wound. Now, here comes, and here comes the Nightmaster, bravely facing off against the archenemy over here. 3 base attacks plus 1 for the charge, hitting on 4s. Re-rolling because of Zealot first turn here. 4 hits. Fleshbane. Wounding on 2s. AP3. And he is dead! Cypher has been captured by the Dark Angels. Woo! Alright, so movement phase for Chaos Space Marines. His Rhino came up here to contest, or take that because he's got objective secured. His now new Warlord over here just pivoted looking on my my Terminators over there. So that is it for the movement phase for Chaos Space Marines. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, shooting phase. He is going to fire into them. Rapid fire, hitting on 3s. Both hits. Wounding on 4s. I got 1 wound. 2 up armor save. He's good. Woo! And now combi bolter into here. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. That's a wound. 2 up armor save. He's good. It would have been really awful if the hero of the day who captured Cypher just got shot at by a combi bolter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this game, and it is a Dark Angel victory, successfully capturing Cypher, who I'm sure in probably about a half hour's time will suddenly disappear from the hold before we manage to get him back up onto the rock. That's just how he rolls. So that was a crazy brutal game. Crazy brutal game. I've got 6 models on the board left, including my immobilized god dang Land Raider. And he's got the 2 models on the board left. So a key of the game has to definitely come down to when he charged at me with that Hell Brute, and I managed to be like super clutch with all of my invul saves, and he managed to not be super clutch with his wounds. So that was a really turning point right there. That was a killer, fun, super close, amazing game. I had so much fun. Wally is a fantastic opponent, and I had a great time playing with him. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed playing it. I love these kind of thematic games, and I could totally see it, like the Dark Angels coming into this planet, searching for Cypher, finding, hearing that mysterious Vox call on the out-of-date the Space Wolf frequency, coming into the city here and being ambushed and calling down reinforcements for the first to come down and help them. They had discovered where the Arc Traitor was, and then combat ensued, and all hell broke loose. Yeah, he killed a hell of a lot of guys. There's going to take a long time to refresh the first and second company there for the Dark Angels, but it's well worth it because we managed to capture Cypher for all of like half an hour. But I'll take it. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it as much as I did. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Wallace. And until next time, have fun.